Man, okay, a gang member such as me, I'm always be from my set. I'll always represent my set. I'll always let people, man, too, where you from? Oh, man, I'm from Trey Avalon, homie.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
All right, y'all. Y'all see who it is? It's Big Toon, Cartoon 53. All right, y'all. So, for those that don't know who this legend is, I'm gonna let him introduce himself right quick, y'all.
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing, man? I'm Cartoon 53. Y'all probably know my station, Cartoon 53, man. I had to stop in with the homie Donta, man, and you know what I'm saying, rub elbows with his platform for a minute. You know, I'm kind of raggedy right now because kind of messed the time up. I was supposed to have been on 30 minutes, 40 minutes ago, but I'm thinking it was gonna be 8 o'clock my time. Y'all know I'm down here in the dirty South. And I kind of got messed around, man. I'm running around. Believe it or not, I'm gonna be transparent. I'm gonna keep right. My wife at work, and when she work late like this, I try to make sure all the house is clean before she get home, so she ain't got to do nothing. So that's why I'm kind of sweating. I'm running around putting clothes in the dryer and moving stuff around. But y'all know how it go, man. That grown stuff, man.
Right. All right, we finna get right into this. All right, so what was your childhood like? I remember it was a story that you told. I think you said that you moved in with your pops, and then you ended up tearing the house up or something.
Yeah, man. When mom found out I was gang banging, she mom's tripped out. Mom's from the old school, man. My mom was born way back in 1929, man, in Texas. So she was old school. This gang thing to her was some off the chart. So when she found out I was banging, she didn't really know what to do. So after about a year trying to put up with me, she said, "You know what? I can't deal with you. I'm just send you to your daddy." So when she hit me with "send you to your daddy," I'm like, "My daddy? You what?" I knew he was around there somewhere, but man, that to me that clown had never been in my life, so I wasn't really tripping on him. So now when she decided she wanted to ship me off to him, he stayed in Inglewood. Now, at this time back in the 70s, Inglewood was a predominantly blood city. And I'm like, sending me to him? I'm like, man, what? But now really in the back of my mind, I'm like, what's sending me to him gonna do? Who is he? I don't care nothing about him. But anyway, make a long story short, she sent me to him.
Hold on. Hey, we got 151 people in the. I need for y'all to write cartoon in the comment section to stop playing military mind games, y'all. Type cartoon in the comment section, man, to show this man some love. We ain't playing no game tonight. All right, you got it.
Yeah, you had to chastise him, tell you, son. That I know what it is. But yeah, so when make a long story short, when I went over there with him, I really wasn't feeling him. I really didn't even really know this clown. You know what I'm saying? I had no knowledge of him, period. So when I went over there with him, I was trying to stay there for a little minute, and it was during the summertime. So when it got close to going to school, I was telling him, look, I can't go to school out here. Why? He didn't understand the concept of me being a Crip, and where he wanted me to go to school at was a 100% Bloods. So time went on. When we went to go get school clothes, he didn't understand me buying all this blue. He didn't know nothing about it. He was old too. So first day of school, he tried to take me to school and check me in. And I was determined to prove to him that I couldn't go to school here. So, I seen a dude with a red rag on and I fired on him. We went to fighting. So the principal told my pops, look, your son can't go here and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, we get back to the house after about a day or two. His wife gonna tell me to wash the dishes. Man, I don't wash no dishes. Man, my cousin say, man, don't wash dishes. So I didn't wash them. He gonna try to hit me in the head with a broom. He didn't hit me hard. He really just tapped me with the straw part just to get my attention. But now, the way my mind was built back then, I'm like, man, you don't touch me with no nasty broom. Anyway, when him and her went to work, I got mad. I'm like, you gonna hit me with a broom, man? I tore that man house up. The house was. Now at this time back in the 70s, Inglewood was like the rich folks almost. Man, I told everything in the. I did $1 million worth of damage to this little old poop butt house he had, and I was enjoying myself, man. I'm talking about I was tearing it up. I ripped and tore and broke and split. I broke every mirror, glass, table, beat the toilets off, cut the beds up, broke every TV, broke every dish. I tore all the furniture up, threw eggs and threw stuff out the refrigerator on all his carpet. I tore his house up. Then I decided, well, you know what? I got to get up out of here. But now I even went further. Before I did that to him, what really made me do it was, I tried to poison him. TV was in my head. Yeah, I tried to poison him, man. But with me being young, I wasn't numbered like 13. So what I did when he went to work, now the day he tapped me with the broom, this one I did this. He went to work. I took he got a bar that he always get a drink when he get off work. So what I did, I took some the lighter fluid and I squoze it into his liquor. Now me at the time, I don't know that sugar and oil don't mix. So okay, it separated, scared me. I shook it up and thought it was cool. I'm coming through the house. I seen it separated again. I'm like, dang. So my little brain got smart. I said, I'm gonna shake it up because I shook it up and watched it separate. I said, oh, I got about a 10-minute window right here. So when he pulled up in the driveway getting off work, I shook it up and set it down. I'd already packed my suitcases. I'm thinking in my mind, he gonna drink it, pass out, and I'm gonna run out the house. TV got me. Man, that man came home. I'm not knowing that, it smelled. He smelled it. He figured I tried to do something to him. He tried to hurt me. He would have killed me if I wouldn't have moved my head. He tried to bash my head in with a trophy. I moved my head. Yeah.
How big was you back then? Was you like a chubby kid or a skinny kid back then?
At that time, I was about 200 pounds at the time, but I was kind of short. You know what I'm saying? I've been over 200 pounds since I was 12.
Oh.
And but I was kind of short, so I was I was pudgy. And in my family, all of me and big, all of me and big on my side of the family when it come to men. But anyway, he tried to kill me. I ran off. That's when I came back the next day. Was it the next day or 2 days later? But anyway, yeah, the next day I came back. That's when I tore the house up. He shot at me, tried to kill me again, but that was that. I didn't never see him no more after that.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. So what did you do to first go to prison? Not the county. What did you do to go to prison the very first time?
Robbery.
Could you get into the details or?
The first. Let me see. What robbery did I catch? Yeah. It was. It wasn't nothing. Me and my home. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. The first time with the prison. Oh. No. Yeah. Then I got out.
God dang.
I've been to prison 7 times.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm trying to make sure. Okay, the first time I went to prison, boom. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got caught with a gun, and we caught a robbery on some Mexicans.
Okay. So, your first prison stint, did you get into a fight then? And was you a Crip at that time also?
I've been a Crip since I was 12 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what was the first fight can you remember the first fight that you had in prison?
In prison, let me see. The first fight I had, I never got into a fight the first time I went to prison.
Okay. What was how long was you in that time for the first time?
8 months, 9 months.
Okay. Was it any time ever for the 7 bids that you did that you was ever worried? Like I don't know, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Like worried for me or worried
worried for your safety?
No, never. So you gotta look. Before I went to prison, I'd been to YA twice. YA is like juvenile prison. I did 7 years in YA. So by the time I got to prison, it wasn't nothing but old home week. Everybody I was in YA with and juvenile hall with, we was already in prison together. So like I say, in Cali, going through YA is training. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to prison, you wild as the Taliban because you've been through this juvenile prison stuff, and you ready like Freddie to rock real steady.
There was a story. Is you just reminded me of something. There was a story that you told. Forgot where you said you was at, but you said that what is some bloods that jumped you and your girl?
Oh, me and my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was when I got out one time, man. Me and my wife, we went to the smorgasbord in Inglewood, and I, hey, it's one of them things, living in Cali, living in LA, you subject to get caught anywhere. So, I usually don't go places with just my family like that because I was so gang related that at any given time something could jump. And then see, when I was younger, I was so stupid that I might be with my family, but now I might see a so-called enemy, but I'm gonna go over there and get at them and be forgetting that I'm with my family. But on this time, we was in there eating, and about a few of them came up in there and they peeped me. But now, like,
was this their territory or this is neutral ground?
It was. I didn't know whose territory it was at the time, but I learned later on it was blood territory. But the Bloods that had jumped on me that day, they was from Denver Lane.
Okay.
They just happened to be over there eating too. So when they came in and see me, like I say at the time, I'm G'd up. I'm trued up. I got blue everywhere. I got bandanas hanging. But that was just me. That's where I go. That's how I rolled at the time. That's how I swung. So when they see me, they did their due diligence. They did what they supposed to do. They got directly at me. We bumping, my wife trying to help. They slapped her down, made her bounce like a ball. So I was like, oh no, man.
So let me ask you this. So at this part, what I do, we're gonna do something called the hot seat. So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, like a 2 questions, and you just give me the answer. Okay.
Bet.
All right. Who funnier? Homer Simpson or Peter Griffin?
Peter Griffin or Homer Simpson? I'd probably say Peter Griffin.
Okay. All right. Oh, Trump or Biden?
Man, I like Trump.
Okay. Do you believe in aliens?
Yes, they here. It's on. I talk about them all the time. They here.
Okay. We're going to have to do an episode about that. Okay. Would you rather be hot for a night or cold for a night?
Cold. I hate the heat.
Oh, okay. Who would win a fight between Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers?
Oh, man. You know what? Let me see. I believe they had destroy each other because both of them indestructible almost.
But you got to choose one.
Oh, Mike.
Okay. And well, I got to keep my opinion to myself. All right. Android or iPhone?
Say it again.
Android or iPhone?
Oh man, I'm an Android type guy. Man, the iPhone too smart for me. It'd be arguing with me.
Okay. Juice or New Jack City?
New Jack City.
Okay. Soul food or Mexican food?
Soul food off the rip, off the gleezy. Yeah, soul food. Curb my enthusiasm on that one.
Okay, this is a West Coast answer now. You might want to think about this one. Who's the biggest star, Snoop or Dre?
Dre.
Okay. Why is that?
No, you know what? I take it back. In this day and age, Snoop is the bigger star.
Okay.
No, because Dre got more money, but Snoop is the biggest star because he's more visible. You see him on all these shows and different. He does a lot more than Dre do now. Dre is kind of like a behind the scene type person. Snoop is out there. You see Snoop everywhere on different shows and different this and different that. So yeah, I would say at this time, Snoop is a bigger star.
Okay. Oh, I got one for you. Pepsi or Coke?
Neither one. They both poison.
So you don't drink no type of soda?
No, I don't. And when I did drink sodas, I liked it Mountain Dew. But I wouldn't go nowhere near Coke or Pepsi. Period. Both of them are poison.
Here go a side note. Did they have Mountain Dew on the commissary?
No.
Okay.
In prison?
Yeah.
No. Mountain Dew. What's the green one? It depends on what prison you was in. I seen them. They had Mountain Dew when I was in Alabama prison. They had Mountain Dew.
Oh, okay. All right. Now think about this. In a prime, Tyson or Ali?
Ali.
Okay.
Tyson was a bruiser and a beast, but Ali had too much reach, and he was going. You know what I'm saying? You can't hurt what you can't hit.
Yeah. Okay, I got one for you. Jet Li or Jackie Chan?
Man, young Jackie off the rip. No, I take that back. No, Jet Li. I like Jet Li better.
Who you think will win a fight?
Jet Li.
Okay. It's gonna get crazy now. It's about to get crazy. Prince or Michael Jackson?
Prince. I can't stand Mike that with his child molesting behind. Prince off the rip.
Well, okay. Now this is LeBron or Jordan?
I don't like neither one of them, but I sure can't stand LeBron, so I got to go with Jordan.
All right, now this is something that's been circulating around.
Mm-hmm.
Bootsy made a comment and he said that R. Kelly will wipe Michael. You say you don't like Michael Jackson, so you might be you'll be biased on this. But what do you think about? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Who are you thinking with the verse between? How do you feel about R. Kelly there?
I don't really, you know what? I ain't really got a problem with R. Kelly. I never really got deep off into what he had going on or what he was doing. But see, now this is my thing. R. Kelly was messing with the little young girl. Now I don't know if you've seen the video or not when he was with the girl, but she was throwing that thing on him like she was 50 years old. So you know what I'm saying? They trying to make it seem like he was this and he was that. He did this and he did that. Man, I believe they put a little bit too much on him. But now here nor there, Mike was messing with them little boys. He's messing with them little white boys. He's messing with them little kids, man. You already know I'm a prison type dude, so that child molesting thing, it don't sit well with me, period. And Mike had lost his mind. He had went crazy. He thought he was white. He just went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs to the point to where he bleaching his skin, straightening his hair, and messing with them little kids, them little boys. So, you know, he was clean off the mat with me. Bump Mike.
Hold on 1 second. Thank you, F3 stop motion. Thank you for that.
Then he got up there and went up talking about he had them kids by that little ugly white woman, like them kids. Man, that man ain't got no man. Mike ain't got no kids. Them kids ain't got a bit of black in them. Telling them lies like he got some kids. He need to go ahead on.
Okay. Now, so can you let the audience know what is the difference between? Okay, so you are a gang member and not a gang banger, right?
True.
Okay, could you let the audience know the difference between a gang member and a gang banger?
Man, okay, a gang member such as me, I'm always be from my set. I'll always represent my set. I'll always let people, man, too, where you from? I'm from Trey Avalon, homie. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. I don't advocate going to do nothing to nobody. I don't go to do nothing to nobody. A gang banger is somebody that's on the scene. They still active. They shooting at folks. They hurting people. They, you know what I'm saying? They putting in their work. They out there still putting in work. I ain't putting in no work. I ain't finna hurt nobody. But, you know, that's the difference between a gang member and a gang banger.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. If you was out in Cali, right? No.
Hold on. Hey, excuse me. Let me, I can't even pronounce Gennaro Armbrister, man, Armbrister, man, tell him I didn't have to be there because if he didn't do nothing with them little kids, why he paid them little kids family all that money? And he did that twice. I'm not paying nobody nothing if I ain't did nothing. He gave twice he did this, gave them little kids millions of dollars to be quiet. Yeah. So it found guilty to me. I didn't have to be there. I got common sense.
Okay. Okay. So what's up, Danita Love? Thank you for that. Okay, so do you let people know well, not in your city or anything, but do you let people know what state you in?
I live in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay, let me ask you this. If there was, let's say you was at the corner store, right? Where you at, and there was two Crips there, and
Mhm.
four Bloods walked up on them and wanted to get it jumping. What would you do? If you enjoyed this story time, make sure you leave me a tip. Also, if you forgot to hit the like button, make sure y'all smash that like button and share this video and hype the video. Make sure y'all check out my Amazon wish list. I got some items in there that I need purchased. So y'all make sure y'all look out for y'all big partner. If you can't get enough of these stories, I made another channel. I'm gonna have that link pinned at the top of the comment section too and in the description. Until next time, take care.